Hello and welcome to the Manifestation Mastery course. This is Mahadeva, the Thunder Wizard. You are in the right place if what you want is to learn how to command the universe to give you your perfect reality. And today I want to talk to you about how we become infected by the negative thoughts, opinions, criticisms, and judgments of other people. And so the question is, can other people infect you with their negativity? Yes, they can. The other question is, can you protect yourself 100% from the negativity that other people send towards you? The answer to that question is also yes. We live in a holographic universe. So, if you are somebody who is affected by the negative thoughts and feelings of others, I'm here to tell you there's good news. So you have to watch this video all the way to the end, because after I explain what it is that happens, how people's energy gets inside of you, how it infects you, how it creates negativity within you, after I explain that to you, I'm going to then send you to another video where I'm going to give you one very powerful, simple technique that, if you're able to master it, will guarantee that nobody's opinions or judgments or criticisms of you can ever infect you again. Guarantee it. So you got to wait till the end of this video and I'll tell you about that. By the way, if you're not familiar with this, this is the Thunder Wizard channel. If you want to see all of my videos, all of my books, all of my certifications, my teachings, you can go to courses.thunderwizard.com. All right, so how does this happen? So I can tell you without a doubt, other people's negative energy can get inside of you and infect you. And I mean that. I mean, it can get inside of you and infect you and even create illness. You can even catch other people's insanity. That's definitely something that can happen. So the one thing you need to understand is that your vulnerability to other people's negative thoughts and feelings is directly proportional to your connection to your soul, to your true identity. And I want to make something very clear again. Enlightenment is not being free from pain or misery. That is not enlightenment. Anybody who believes that is immature, is ill-informed, perhaps deluded, in denial, or outright trying to con you. Some people honestly believe that, and they're not trying to con you, but it's not reality. Enlightenment is only one thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It is having access to all of your feelings consciously, all of your positive and negative feelings. And in the midst of having all of those feelings and being conscious of all of them, having the ability to be aware how to take constructive action for yourself and everything else in the universe. That and that alone is enlightenment. There's no shortage of people walking around who are walking on a spiritual cloud and feel very wonderful, and they are extremely destructive and narcissistic and selfish. The worst, the most dangerous people in the world are people who are selfish and destructive and are completely unaware of the effects of their actions. That's the worst. You know, people who know what they're doing, they know they're out to get you, they know they're out to steal and destroy, they're very destructive people. But they know what they're doing. The ones that walk around with the smile on their face and talk about love and spirituality, and they just destroy you and treat you like an object and toss you aside, those are the most destructive people. And they have no idea that they do it. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. So, in order to be able to protect yourself from those kinds of people, you have to have a strong connection to your identity, yourself. So, if you are somebody who is easily affected by other people, or you are affected by other people, if you are somebody and you have people in your life who affect you with their thoughts and their criticisms and their judgments of you, and in your experience you feel like every time they say something at you or think something or give you a look, and you get this feeling like you can feel the negative energy coming in and affecting you and destroying your sense of self, that is a very real thing. But it is the result of old holes in your identity. If there are people in your life, I of course, being a guy who's on YouTube, I watch YouTube. And so I scroll through all kinds of things, and I follow all the links, that you guys do. It comes up on you. Somebody was watching my live stream today and is like, why did I get brought to your channel? What is this? What's going on? And somebody is just sitting around YouTube and doesn't know what's going on and just by his nose gets pulled into whatever video YouTube throws up at him. But, I do that too because I'm interested and I like to research and learn stuff and learn about other people's channels and just kind of watch how YouTube works, because since this is, the way I get most of my income is not through YouTube, but through clients that come to me through YouTube. And there are all kinds of videos out there about how to outsmart a narcissist. What's the one thing you can say to a narcissist that will shut them up? And my thought process is, this is just so simple. Just don't associate with them. Once you know they're a narcissist, don't have anything to do with them. Yeah, but it's my boss, so quit. Get another job. Yeah, but it's my husband, so then divorce him. Why are you married to a narcissist? The only person that can't do that is somebody like a little kid. You still have to stay at your parents' house, and your parents are narcissists and destructive. All right, so wait until you're 18 and then get the hell out. That's what I did. I got the hell out as soon as I could. But the point is that we have choices. If you have people in your life that have the ability to affect you with their criticisms, their thoughts, their judgments, that is because they are reflecting the judgments that you have about yourself on an unconscious level. It's not conscious. It's on an unconscious level. So that means that when they say their double talk, or they gaslight you, or they criticize you, or chop your knees out from underneath you, or insidiously work to destroy your self-esteem, or whatever it is that they do, if it gets in there and it affects you, that's because you already have that within you. And so what happens is, this is happening on an unconscious level. Consciously, you may not think those things about yourself, but on an unconscious, not a subconscious, an unconscious level, what is happening is that you are manifesting these people to push that button within you. Now, your experience is they say, oh, you're so stupid, or whatever they say, and it hits you, and it hurts, and it goes in, and it affects your ability to function. And you think they did it. But the truth is that you, on an unconscious level, want to fix that. You want to take that judgment and pull it out of you. Like a thorn or a bullet. You want to pull it out of you. It's in there festering, trying to get out. And it's happening on an unconscious level, meaning you're not aware of it up here. So your unconscious mind goes out and puts these people in your life so that they will turn around and reflect back to you how you feel about yourself. Now, unfortunately, that strategy of the unconscious mind is not an effective one. It doesn't work. That's why you end up in destructive relationships. You see this in an extreme with people, both men and women. We used to just think it was women, but men get battered too, like physically beat also. So people who get physically harmed and beat by their partner, what will happen is, when they get out of that one, guess what happens? They find somebody who does it again. Find somebody that abuses you, that treats you like an object. You get out of that relationship, and guess what? You find another person who does the exact same thing. Every time we bring these people into our world, we're trying to relive the initial damage that was done to us, usually by our parents. We're trying to relive that initial damage so that we can fix it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You have to fix it within yourself. When you fix it within yourself, then on an external level, you stop manifesting those people. So, I'm very harsh with people who complain about the people in their lives. And they complain about so-and-so says this to me and does that to me. It's like, well, then, you don't have to have them in your life. You don't. Unless you're like an invalid and you can't get out of bed and they're taking care of you, or you're a kid, there is no reason for you to have these people in your life. There's no reason for it. Except you're choosing to let it happen. It all comes from the assumption that the universe won't take care of you. Now, here's where it gets challenging. It's easy for me to say it, and it's another thing to actually do it. I'm aware of that. I slipped and fell into a big pile of my own unconscious self-hatred and shame and, masochism over the past 4 months. I did it. But what I was able to do with that, I got into a very toxic, destructive relationship that was extremely damaging to my self-esteem. The worst. In fact, this individual, the power this individual had to destroy my self-esteem was genius. Nobody's ever been able to do it to that degree. But the warning signs were there from the beginning. And I kept on going after it. Because she represented a big, hopefully the last. My teacher and I talked about it, and he said, I hope this is the last piece of your mother that you needed to work through. Because it brought out the deepest, gnarliest, most painful things that, how my mother devalued me as a little kid. She brought it out in me. And so all that she was doing is that she came into my world to push the button inside of me that I wanted to get rid of. So if, I was talking, somebody else on my channel left a comment, and same thing, they're complaining about the same guy they've been complaining about for years. And I say the same thing. Let it go already. God, get over it. It's easy for me to say that. I'm not in the middle of it. But until that person figures out who this person is and what button they're pushing in them to make them have this feeling, they won't. They'll keep attracting the same kinds of people. So, what you need to understand is that the people in your life that are causing you pain, that are abusing you, criticizing you, infecting you with their ugliness, and you can feel it growing within you. They are operating from their narcissism. Meaning a narcissist, a true narcissist by definition is, like a serial killer. When we talk about narcissism, everybody has narcissism, but if somebody in your life is truly harming you, it's coming from their narcissism, which is their inability to empathize with you. And a true narcissist has no empathy. everybody in the universe is just an object. They're the only being in the universe that has feelings. So by the way, if you're one of those people that think you live in a world where there are bots, which are people who don't have souls, that's your narcissism. That's your inability to empathize with somebody else. You know, I talk about this individual, but I actually empathize with her a lot. I actually, you know, if I could, I'd fix her if I could. Because I know what she went through. She might not know that, but I really actually know what she went through. Maybe more than she does. But it's my narcissism. What you just heard is my narcissism. Wanting to stay connected to somebody that harms you is your desire to engage in your own narcissistic need to not be seen. Do you hear what I said? If you are continuing to choose to stay connected to people who harm you, that is your narcissistic need to stay with somebody who doesn't see you. That's your narcissism. And so you keep on, you know, I was just, today I saw an old song from Bill Withers from the 70s, I don't remember it. You just keep on using me until you use me up. He says, if being used feels this good, then you just keep on using me till you use me up. Remember that song from the 70s? Maybe you don't. That's his narcissism. His narcissism is he wants to be with somebody who's going to continue to use him and won't see him. So if you have this in your life, it's coming from your need to harm yourself. Okay. So you get the point. Nobody can harm you without your permission. That doesn't mean that you don't feel harmed by them. It just means that you are vulnerable from your own unresolved issues to attract them, and they will then poke at that empty spot in you so that you will feel it. You want them to do that so you'll feel it so that you can then fix it. But what ends up happening is that most people like the song. They just say, you just keep on using me until you use me up. I see, I'm so much happier now. I am so, oh my God, I'm so much happier. I'm so happy in my life. I'm back. All right, so did I already show you where I live? I've got this new house, the cheapest house that I could find, rental, like monthly, vacation rental house. Was this big 3-bedroom house. There were other ones that were like 1 bedroom and studio that were a lot more and like further away. This one's right across the street from here. That's my front yard. Take a look at this. I just walk across the street and then walk through some woods, and then I come down a trail, and this is what's right across the street. Air temperature 84 degrees, water temperature 79 degrees. Yep. I'm in heaven right now. Very happy. So, what you need to do now, because I'm going to tell you the one thing, if you can master this one thing, and apply it in your life, and if you can understand it, you will be bulletproof for the rest of your life. I can't guarantee you won't do what I did, but I got out. I got out. Some people never get out. I got out. And so I'm going to teach you exactly what I did that allowed me to get out and, again, keeps me free from the accusations and judgments of other people. Okay? I'll share that with you in the next video. For that, which is the Manifestation Mastery Course video 52B, like Baker, you're going to go to thunderwizard.com. And on the right side of the page, you're going to scroll down until you see Manifestation Mastery Course. You're going to subscribe, and it will cost you $50 a month. And I am telling you to do this because you are committed to your own empowerment. Listen, you want what I have, you got to do what I do. And I invest in myself. You're going to invest in yourself today. Look, if it doesn't work out for you, just unsubscribe. What have you lost? It's the price of just, you don't have the money. All right, so then don't have a Starbucks coffee every day for a month, and you'll have more than enough. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe and go back to drinking your Starbucks coffee every day. You got nothing to lose. All right? Thunderwizard.com, scroll down on the right, click on Manifestation Mastery Course, subscribe, and look for video 52B. I'll meet you over there.